Dr. Bob, a lot of people talk to us or talk about pH balance in our body. Are we too acidic or are we too alkaline? Does that really matter? How important is that for our body to be, right down the middle or one way or the other?
I can tell you it's very important. And there's the two extremes because some people are too alkaline. Alkaline is like baking soda. Acid is like vinegar. So our body naturally, physiologically becomes acid. So our physiologic process is acid. Stress is acid. We need to eat alkaline. You say, what do you mean we need to eat alkaline? Well, you need to eat food to become alkaline. So in our practice, what we have, and people can purchase this pretty much probably anywhere on the internet, this is nitrazine paper. And we use this paper in our practice to help determine someone's pH level. The ideal time to take your pH is first thing in the morning before you get out of bed and before you even move. So if you consume something, it's going to definitely alter it. But you can see mine is very alkaline at this moment. You don't want to be acid ever. I have had individuals come into our office that were diagnosed with cancer. Now, not all cancer patients are going to be acid, but if you have an acid pH, that is probably not good for you because, see, when you're acid, your body has to neutralize that acid. So how does it neutralize it? Well, it cannibalizes bone and nutrients. So we have an osteoporosis epidemic today because people are acid, because the acid is taking the minerals out of the bones to help neutralize that. We really promote food, let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. Kale is the great alkalizer. So are beets. So would a lemon. These are alkalizing type of foods. Proteins are acid-producing foods. Now, a lot of people will say, Dr. Bob, I always thought an orange was acid. Well, what happens is by the time the nutrients from the orange hit your lower intestine, this actually causes people to become alkaline. Now, I also know that ladies over 40 years old tend to be more alkaline than they are acid because their digestive enzymes get reduced in that magic 40-year-old time period. But right here, someone watching us right now could have shoulder pain right here. It's called your deltoid tubercle, deltoid bursitis. Commonly can get improved with apple cider vinegar. You say, well, geez, Dr. Bob, I didn't think I was supposed to be acid. No, I didn't say that. So this happens to be distilled. You don't want to be drinking this necessarily to make yourself acid. You want a balance of food. I don't promote alkalized water. I don't promote distilled water. I promote pure water. We happen to use reverse osmosis water that tends to be a little bit more acid. You're going to say, well, how you drink, that's acid. You have to understand, this is a process. I eat food that makes me alkaline. My liver is secreting bile that allows me to become alkaline. Stress causes people to be acid. Individuals who have cold sores commonly, when I say commonly, they have a prevalence to have cold sores, tend to be blood type A and also tend to be stress, and they're burning up calcium. And these little cold sores are coming from viruses. So if you have cold sores on your lip, I know that your body is probably having a digestive issue. Your body might be a little bit acid at the time, and your calcium is being cannibalized. So once again, the whole human body is just amazing. You don't want to just use one item and just pinpoint everything. Okay, I'm alkaline, I'm just going to do this. No, it's a blend. That's why I had mentioned in another segment that bile is alkaline. So people could have chronic digestive distress because they're too acid and their body is using up all the nutrients.
You did the paper test, the pH paper,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Is that the best way to find out where you are? Are there other tests you can take?
Well, there's a blood test that we do. It's a part of a chem profile, and we're looking at a person's globulin. A globulin level is a form of protein in a person's body. We like to see the globulin level be at 2.7. See, globulin has to be absorbed, and you need to have digestive enzymes for it to be absorbed. So let's say your globulin level is 3 or 3.5. I know that you're eating protein, but I know your body's not absorbing the protein. On the other hand, let's just say that your you're eating protein and the number's down to 2.0, where you might be eating it from a diet sheet that we're looking at, but your body's not absorbing it. You'd be someone also that might have digestive distress immediately after eating. You might be passing gas, either orally or rectally. So those are questions that we ask, but the globulin is one other way that we use to determine how a person's pH is, besides the nitrazine paper.